What's going on, everybody? So the new Zero Chill Christmas promo for Madden 18 Ultimate Team is going to feature several versions of Bo Jackson and Mike Vick, and we're also going to get a middle linebacker, Ladainian Tomlinson. And I'm going to talk about each card individually right now as we go along and try to explain to you which ones should be the most important ones for you to really enjoy the promo. Now, to be honest with you guys, you're going to probably have to pick and choose because these cards may be very expensive, especially the quarterback version of Bo, because he actually overtakes Mike Vick, which now makes sense for why Mike's Vick card went down in value. Because you have to remember something, right? After the most recent patch, Mike Vick's passing stats, he started to do things like overthrow the ball, whatever like that, ridiculously. His actual elusiveness and his spin move and everything was always, still good. But as far as his passing accuracy, it started to get a little weird. So what we're looking at right now is the strong safety, Bo Jackson. This guy is probably going to be somebody that I'm going to want to put on my team because I have Eric Berry, and the guy sucks. And if you guys watch my videos, you know that he just stands around and doesn't pay attention. But he's at a 90 zone, and we know the meta is a 91 zone. So Bo Jackson coming in with the 91 zone, that actually helps out my Sean Taylor. Because Sean Taylor is also garbage, but he makes a lot of plays, and he will jump a lot of routes, depending on how he feels that day. He does come with the unfakeable cam. If you guys don't know what that is, that just means that pretty much if you're trying to spin move him or do whatever, he's not going to go for it. He's going to still be able to make the tackle. Definitely go for conservative tackles, which is going to be either the, okay, let me see, X, A. It's going to be the A button, I believe, on the Xbox, and then for PS4, it's just X. All right, so if you go for conservative tackle, they shouldn't be able to spin move you because he has unfakeable. So this one right here is going to be something that's very, very highly sought after because, unfakeable, and he's Bo Jackson. So they're gonna cheat for him. They always cheat for Bo Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So that's a strong safety. All right. Now this one is gonna be the huge one. This is the one that is really, really crazy, and it's probably gonna be going for like, I would estimate like 2 million coins, a little bit more than that probably. Like you're gonna have to spend a lot. It's gonna be very, very highly priced because he has everything that most of the guys are going to use. The deep throw accuracy, that's gonna be a problem. But he's just going to be a fun card to play with if you want to come out and run, read option college offenses and stuff like that. That's going to be an issue. The problem with me is I throw the ball deep. So that'll be an inability for me to actually utilize him just because of that throw accuracy deep with the 68 overall. I don't know why they would actually do that because, it kind of takes away from it, and then it kind of puts you in a situation where you're going to have to always, throw short, mid, whatever like that. But the 80s with the throw short and the 81 with the throw mid, he could definitely be a fun quarterback if you don't come out and try to throw deep post routes and other things of that nature. He's battle ready with the ground and pound chem. So it's already designed for you to come out and run maybe a Buffalo offensive playbook, Seattle Seahawks playbook, Carolina Panthers playbook. You won't be able to throw the ball deep. So, when I say 2 million coins, it's pretty much people that are going to use him just because he's Bo Jackson. With the throw deep action that he's going to be putting out there with that 68, is going to probably be very, very inaccurate, like extremely inaccurate. So that's the only problem that I saw with this card. I didn't understand why they would release it like that because it kind of takes away from it. But then I guess they didn't really want to truly break the game because if he has like a 85 throw deep, like bro, you're not. Everybody gonna have this Bo Jackson card. So I guess that kind of keeps people away from it because of the throw short and the throw mid. I say 2 million just because of the speed and everything else with it. And probably somebody will find a way to make him throw the ball accurately very deep regardless. The kicker, it's not something that would really make a lot of sense. This is probably something that you'll just get just to say you got a Bo Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You know, like how it's so many different versions of different things. When the PS3 came out, they had like different versions with different gigs, and you just like, yo, you got the one with the less gigs, but you got a PS3. This is it right here. Like, there's so many other kickers that are better, but it's Bo Jackson, and you could say you got a version of Bo Jackson. So I don't really think that this kicking action is something that is going to be unless you're going to utilize it for fake field goals and stuff like that, and just make the game more fun with special teams. I don't really see why you would have him on your team. But keep in mind, though, you can have all of them on the field at the same time. EA has confirmed that. So I know that you guys, we've gotten away from having the same player on the field after like Madden 16. where you only can have one version of the player or whatever like that. Because people like me was going crazy. I had like 5 Randy Mosses on my team and all kind of craziness like that. So EA had to put a stop to, my shenanigans, and they made it so, only one version of a player could be on the team. But these guys are all in different positions. Obviously, special teams, quarterback position, and on defense. So out of all these 3 Bo Jacksons, I'm probably looking forward to the strong safety. Number 1, he meets the meta with the 91 zone. Number 2, I got to get rid of Eric Berry because he sucks, and I have him teared up, and he's just useless for me. Like, the guy, he's just really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? So we're probably going to go after the strong safety Bo Jackson, and I would recommend that you go after the strong safety Bo Jackson also. Depending on the price of the quarterback, we could try him out. Me and you guys make a lot of deals. Let's just say this video gets 723 likes, right? Within 24 hours. I might try out the QB Bo Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, for you guys, because that's just deals with me and my subs. If you're not a sub, you wouldn't understand. And then now we go into the Mike Vick situation at cornerback. Now, let me explain something to you about this corner right here, right? You're probably looking at the zone coverage and you're like, what? He's an 88 zone. He's under the meta. Why would we do this? And then you're looking at the man coverage like, what? I don't run man coverage. That's me. But you know why it doesn't matter? I have Deion Sanders with similar traits to this out-of-position Vick. Now, I like that EA Sports did that because he's not a 91 zone, most people won't get him. You see what I'm saying? Because the guys that don't understand the way the game works, they'll stay away from him because he doesn't meet the criteria of the 91 zone. But that's not the kicker. The kicker is his acceleration and his speed. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of his zone coverage, right? We can't defend out routes, and we can't defend a lot of the dumb routes that they run underneath. But guess what we can defend? We can defend the deep ball. So you're not going to get burnt deep, regardless if a guy comes out with Tyreek Hill, the new Devin Hester, Randy Moss. You got a corner with the pick 6 chem that also has the go deep chemistry that can help you on the other side of the ball. If you do have a quarterback that needs that deep, that go deep, it's ×2. You understand what I'm saying? So if you guys don't know about the go deep, it's going to increase your throw power, increases a lot of things that goes towards those type of quarterbacks. So if that's your chem that you're focused on, this guy is ideal. But EA was very, very smart with the way that they did it so that the price kind of is similar to the QB Bo Jackson. You want the card, be like, I can't really throw the ball deep, but I can have fun in other ways. So in my opinion, it's an all-around fun card because that's pretty much what they're doing. It's Christmas. Everybody's having a little bit of fun. You're going to get the card that has 88 zone. You don't got the 91. But then they also just recently released the Champ Bailey that has a 91 zone. So there's other corners that you can get pretty much for free that does what you want. But this is the holiday thing. This is for fun. And I really like the way they did it. Looking at the halfback, the only issue that I have, the carrying, right? He has an 88, and my Ladainian Tomlinson has a 93 chemmed up. And he fumbles the ball every play. But you know what's really, really scary about this card? Kick returns. You put him on kick return, right? He has a 96 jigs, I'm about to say jigs, a 96 juke move and a 95 elusiveness. This man, right, this card is going to be a nightmare. This is going to be a high-priced card. Because, again, when you look at the carrying, it doesn't really matter. If you're on conservative, like a lot of these guys play with, he's not going to fumble. No matter what you do to him, he won't fumble. You could strangle him to death, like he's just going to hold on to the ball. It doesn't really matter. So conservative is still an issue, but they won't break a lot of tackles if you make contact with them. But conservative is still definitely dangerous. And I choose not to play on conservative simply because I want to be able to get some of the EHEs. I want to be able to get some of the fluke. I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, break a couple tackles like 1,000 and run it for 6. I want to do that because I really, really and truly, in the moment of playing the game, hate my opponent. So I want to do everything that inflicts pain upon him. So, or her. So that's why I keep it on balance for myself. But I'm going to stop playing on conservative because fumbles have been changing the game for me, and that's been a major issue. So, going forward, I may have to start doing it like that and just, follow suit just to make sure. But I don't really, I like to be able to break tackles and, do different things. But this card I fully expect to be expensive. This card, the cornerback card is going to be obviously less because it doesn't have the 91 zone. But this card will be expensive because it has everything that's needed. You see what I'm saying? It has everything that's needed to be a good card. The only problem is once we get later on after the holiday season is over, you're going to want to get rid of him because you're probably going to want a card with a higher overall, and he comes in as a 92. which is actually very, very smart by EA. So that, people will go away from it after the holiday is over. Now, this is the middle linebacker, Ladainian Tomlinson. And a lot of people have been asking me, Gmia, I noticed the cards came out, stuff like that. What do you think about this card? I think this card is pure garbage. Let me tell you why. I started using Ryan Shazier, and what I noticed was he's 6 foot. He can't jump anything. Like, everybody, oh, he got all this high jump. No, he doesn't jump up for passes that are clearly in front of him like Anthony Barr does, like Leonard Floyd does. So in my opinion, this card is going to be relatively cheap for a reason, because it doesn't make any sense. It's only for fun. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that is going to be a highly sought after card. It does show right there that it goes into the out of position master Bo Jackson set, but this is not going to be something that I would recommend you guys use just because he's short and he's not going to be able to make those plays down the field. If your opponent throws the ball really, really quickly and it's like a bullet pass, he'll jump it. But anything that's out of, the realm of like 10 to 15 yards and they're throwing it upfield and you have to go up and try to jump it in between, if you're not Anthony Barr 6'5", Leonard Floyd 6'6", or you know what I'm saying, if you don't have that height factor going, it's not going to work out for you pretty well. So I don't expect this card to be expensive at all. Even with the hot hands, he's going to drop the picks because of the, the bad timing thing that's going on. Maybe in the future they'll take it out of the game and figure out another way to, account for people running around holding wide. But that was in my opinion, that was a fail with the bad timing user pick because it changes the game in the wrong way, especially when you use alert in a very, very good way to try to, change the game against your opponent. So those are pretty much the cards that are coming out. I'm going to see you guys very, very soon after the promo drops to give you a complete breakdown. I want to thank all my new viewers, subscribers. Definitely share the video, like it. I'm going to see you very, very soon. Enjoy the holiday. One love.